Hi, this is John Arnson from Courthouse Technologies, and this is Courthouse JMS training video on creating a pool. First off, we're going to go to the login screen. The login screen is where we enter our username and password. When we enter our username and password, it takes us to our default view. In most cases in Courthouse JMS, this is the calendar view. When we get to the calendar view, there are two ways in which you can create a pool. The first way is right-clicking on the calendar itself, like so. The other way is going to the menu tab at the top, where you would go File, New, Pool, Random. This would take us to the pool creation page. In the pool creation page, the first thing that you want to look at is the location. This is a drop-down menu. Then you pick the pool size. This will be determined by your jurisdiction of court or by your office. We then have a useful tool called the yield calculator. The yield calculator helps you determine how many people will approximately reply to the summonses that you send out. In this case, we're putting in 50%, and since the pool size is 100, approximately 50 people will return their summons to you. You can determine the yield calculator through the JMS system. You then pick the summons date. This is the date in which you want to summons people for. If you have an on-call process, this is just the date in which you're going to want them to call in. You then have a couple of labels. One is the pool type. You then also have the jurisdiction. This can be done in the lookup tables. The third drop-down list we have here is the judge section. If you do not see this, it is because you do not have the pool by judge settings turned on in your court locations table. You would ask your system administrator to do this. If you have the pool by judge turned on, you can then attribute a judge to a specific pool. You then have a couple of labels that you can also turn on and off. One is the special label. You can also make it an on-call pool. We then have the Use Default Selection Region box. This is by default turned on. However, if you wish to create a pool from a region smaller than your default or larger than your default, you would unclick this box. This would bring up a list of all of the regions that Courthouse JMS has inside it. From here, you can then select smaller regions from your own or regions from outside of your jurisdiction. In this case, we have 3 regions that we're going to try to create a pool from. I would open up the 3 particular courthouses, and I would click on all of them. This would create a pool from all 3 of these counties. However, unless you're going to be creating a pool outside or in a smaller jurisdiction than your own, I recommend that you leave this box checked on. You would then have the Create Pool button. This will take you to a recap screen. It'll tell you the date, how many people you want to summons, and the location. And it's going to ask you if you wish to continue. This is where you ask if you've filled out everything correctly. You can cancel if not, and if so, click OK. It would then gather the records and create the pool for you. As you can see, the pool that you've just created is now on the calendar screen, with the pool number and the amount of people that you summoned. If you have any further questions, you can contact us at support@courthouse-technologies.com or call us at 1-877-521-2199. Thank you.